Whatever, man. Welcome to the magical, fucked up world. It's really not messed up, but it's kind of cool. But then at times the stuff is bittersweet, like you can bite into an apple and into a worm or something like that and shit like that and stuff. Dude, World of Kain, bitch. Look, first of all, this is what I'm thinking. We're sitting back, the other day and stuff, right? And me, when I was down there, in the Southland, I was messing with a radio station, 96.7 KCal, 96.7 KCal, and those are my friends and stuff, right? Jimbo, Tiffany, and Stu and everything and stuff, right? And I was, doing nothing but rallying behind them and stuff as they were going through their trial and stuff. So anyway, it goes on and stuff. But at the same time, I was messing with these guys and stuff, right? And it made me wonder. It made me wonder and stuff, right? Like, you have a lot of different personalities and stuff like that especially for a radio station DJ and stuff, right? And a lot of the time what you're thinking is and stuff, right? You're like you go through that it's a syndrome actually and stuff, right? Where you're driving down the street, right? Here it is, you're listening to oh, this is Melissa on 939. And right, and that's cool and stuff, right? You're checking it out. But you have no idea what Melissa looks like. You just know she's hot, dude. That's the main thing, dude. As I'm just speaking for I'm just speaking for, a lot of people. Well, shit, the cops are looking for people and stuff, for seedy looking people, even though alcohol makes you horny. So anyway, stuff, right, all that aside, what I was thinking about was like this. When you go to that, and there's a time, if you do actually want to become get into radio and all that kind of stuff, right? And it makes me wonder and stuff. I was thinking earlier about AM radio. AM radio was a big staple institution in my life when I was growing up. Not that one. I was bad and I had to go away to that one. But anyway and stuff, right? I'm talking about the institution, like a solid structure in an American public eye. The more that I think about it, you sit back and you say, for somebody who, because I was just musing earlier and stuff about things and stuff for people who want to become this, people who want to become that. Bobby Billy, you're insane. Get out of my house. Listen. At the same time, stuff, right? For people who want to, they want to be something. They want to be something and stuff, right? Or whatever and stuff, or whatever. And I think that when we're getting, going back, we're going to flip a bitch right here. We're going to go back to Hollywood. Check this out. So I'm thinking that if this is it's not an easy industry to get into. Believe me, I've been chasing this thing for a long fucking time, and I know a whole lot of shit now and stuff that I didn't know in the beginning. But believe me and stuff, man. I mean, to have things that accessible, even not just for youngsters, but even for I mean, people put on plays. I've been in a play before, shit like that and stuff, right? It was nothing. It was really nothing. I was like an Indian chief, dude. It was nothing. I talked to Mr. Rainbird today. He said, but listen and stuff, right? So anyway, it goes and stuff, right? If you want to sit back and I think that one of the things that should be made accessible and stuff or whatever and stuff is stuff like that. But I just wonder. I just don't know. Well, there's I would be a goddamn liar if I told you that. I would be a goddamn liar right now. Since these other people are watching it and stuff right now and stuff. I know got my followers and shit, and that's nothing. Listen. Listen, I'm coming back. I told you. Well, why is he just gonna identify himself like that? He's after my pussy. This motherfucker. So anyway and stuff, right? Anyway and stuff, right? No, I understand. Yeah. Girls, keep them coming. That's all I got on my Facebook is like chicks. Yeah, I love all of you. That's right. That's right. That's right. We can all live in the house together. Every last one of us. That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, legally or logically, that would make me the last man on earth, wouldn't it? Well, you know, I'm no Warren Beatty, but I think I'm all right. But anyway and stuff, right? So anyway and stuff, right? I think that like when you find Jesus Christ. Little things like that, little programs and stuff like that, acting troops and stuff like that, that you should be really, really, I mean, you know, yeah, you should get involved in that kind of shit, dude. If that's thespianism is what you're looking for, right? Right, you know, you're sitting back and you're like, you know, you could be at the bus stop, 9 a.m. Thursday. Right, it's really nothing. You're waiting on a bus and stuff, right? But at the same time, because of the fact that you may be practicing or doing stuff like that, I don't know. I don't want to get into that and stuff, right? Because sometimes you find the weirdest times to work on something that you've written down or whatever, whoever, they fuck you. So anyway and stuff, right? Anyway and stuff, right? The more I think about it and stuff, right, and you know, because like me, you know, and see, look, I'm in San Francisco now, you know, right now and stuff, right, you know, you guys down there in Hollywood and stuff, right, the people I hooked up with down there, or the people in San Bernardino who are continually watching this shit, because I know you are, because my sister tells me. It's really nothing. So, in a big motherfucking way and shit, what I'm talking about is like this. If like you sit back and I think that, you know, I hope that like, you know, opportunities like that, you know, make themselves more and stuff, because it's always good to be like, you know, part of the arts and stuff. I think that there's a point in your life where you cross, you know, as an artist, you know, you cross as an artist and stuff, right? When you start realizing, you know, like, you know, this is what it is, it's art. It's total art and stuff, right? And you dive into it, you delve into it enthusiastically or whatnot and stuff, right? And you know, you find a myriad of problems and a myriad of solutions, and it's really nothing. Ergo, all you have to do is keep working at what you're doing. No, it's really nothing. Jesus Christ, Noah Webster himself couldn't define it any better. Anyway and stuff, right? So that's all I was saying and stuff, man. Checking back in and stuff, man. You know, see what's up with the peeps and shit. You know, catch me on Facebook, dude. You know what I'm saying? Facebook. Let's just look under Jimmy Green or whatever and stuff, right? And you'll find the main one. You know, it's a lot of interesting things and stuff, right? You like looking at chicks? It's my fucking purse. It's like that, yeah, it's real. I wasn't doing anything right now. What can I help you with? You know, or whatever shit, dude. So it's like lots of times, you know, you catch me on there and stuff, man, and you know, and especially if you have a solution, or you have access to information, I guess, is what I'm really looking for and stuff, right? And I don't want to ask that Google bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like thinking about that and stuff, right? No respect, no disrespect to the Google bitch. I mean, you know, hey, the Google bitch is tight. What can I help you with? Well, a blowjob would be nice, though, baby. Listen, no, I'm playing. At the same time, you know, and stuff, right? You know, I think that, you know, because that's what I'm on the lookout for and stuff, man. Back in San Francisco, it's a trip. I'm going to tell you, you know, I plan to still live between here and Hollywood. I'm gonna live here in San Francisco, but I'm gonna work down there in Hollywood and stuff, right? As soon as all that shit gets settled and stuff from the fire and stuff like that, because the people I had to deal with were over in the Wilshire, and so I was like, so I was actually planning a trip down to like Hollywood and shit, check out, and it wouldn't be for see people like walk around and see people that you're like, hey, I know that guy too. And stuff or whatever. Nothing for that and stuff, dude. But hopefully when I get down there, and hopefully, like I said, man, I don't even have to say it, brother. It's all grease. And, hopefully that there's, some people who have, information that can help me out leading that, to like, acting trees. But San Francisco's a trip. San Francisco's a trip. I was really planning, to like, try to move closer to my mother and stuff somewhere. Like in Rialto, maybe. I was thinking about Rialto. Hey, Eminem said he was going to move to North Rialto and shit. I don't know. It was a while ago, dude. But listen, it's nothing. So at the same time, if you have any information, that kind of information and stuff, you can hit me up on my page and stuff. You can find me, dude. Jimmy Green, Kain, over on Facebook and stuff, man. That's about it. Everything else, I know all the other things are like queued up in there and stuff. You can be like, looking at whatever and stuff, and like one of my videos pops up. I seen it. I'm like, damn, I was with my boy. I was with my boy, so we're looking for something totally fucking different. We're looking for something totally different. I was like, hey, dude, that's my video. Dude, yeah, it was a trip, man. But anyway. I think that, yeah, but I really, right now I'm in transitioning phase, dude, or like whatever, whatever. So, if you keep up, I'm going back to my Facebook page. It's like I'm just going to leave all that behind. What do you go, listen, mister, look at her. A bikini, you're insane. Listen, get out of my house. Yeah, man. So, that's it, man. Kain came out. There's some a lot of loose ends. Yeah, things are all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Really, if you think about it, this is a YouTube video. That's nothing. Things are okay. So at the same time and stuff, man, but I'm still, trying to work on like some other kind of stuff. We're getting to the good part, right? But I'm not gonna begin putting all that stuff on until I begin to shoot in like 4K film, which means that you'll have more Kain and cinematic quality stuff, and I can do a whole lot of things. I can, really. So at the same time and stuff, right? I'll let you know. The video technology will definitely be on better. For like some of the stuff, right? So, hopefully and stuff, man, we get like a lot of the new music up and stuff right now, and I've been working on a new song today called "The Long Goodbye" and stuff, man. And that one rocks. It really rocks and stuff, right? It's like one of my favorite fucking songs, dude. Like right now, I swear to God, I sit back, dude, and I play it and stuff, dude, because I'm telling you guys, man, it rocks. It rocks, dude. That's all I can say, dude. That's all I can say. It rocks, dude. And with that, I bid you adieu.